Hey, BroadCoven, thanks for being here. Thanks for dropping in with me and choosing to spend your time to just drop in, chill with me for a little bit. We're going to do something a little different today. We're going to do a pick a card read because I know some of you said you'd like to see some pick a card reads here, but we're just going to keep it nice and simple. We're not going to be complicated here. You got two choices, okay? The first choice is the Glow in the Dark Tarot. We'll be opening up with this pile here, okay? Just to let you see some details. And then we have the second pile is the Tarot of the Divine. So you can get a look at some of those details here. Okay. Throwing in a little ASMR detail. So pick your pile and we're going to dive right into it. Take what applies to you, toss aside the rest, enjoy it, have fun with it. We're looking at your next level up. Okay. We're looking at what's ahead that is going to like lift you up to that next level in your life. What successes will you be celebrating? In what way is your life gonna just like level up all around? All right, let's dive into pile one here. I already prepared this deck. Ooh, big level up right there. You got the power in your hands, pile one, okay? Ace Wands, you'll see this starting to take root in the fall season here. Real powerful action coming up here for you. It's a strong new beginning. You got the power to affect some very lasting change in your life. And this is some kind of power you've wanted to be in your hands for a long, long time. 222 on the clock. It's coming into alignment for you. I already thoroughly shuffled these cards, but I'd like to shuffle them on camera for you all so you know that you are getting a clean deck. And let's just dive into it. How is pile one going to level up? Where is their success? Where is their victory? Where will they find cause for celebration? In what way is pile one's life upping to the next level? We're going to get a baseline read with 3 cuts of the deck, and then we'll dive right into this for you, pile one. So power back in your hands. So this must mean that at one point you felt like that power was stripped of you. So you had to kind of fall back on yourself. Ooh, look at this. Brand new road opening for you here with the full Aries energy, Aquarian energy. This is you traveling lightly. This may even be going on some kind of pleasure trip. There's a sense of adventure around it. I think that you may have some, wet blankets around you who might be cautioning you or telling you that you're taking unnecessary risks or whatever this plan is that you're enacting. For some of you, it's a path. It's a path of purpose that you're enacting, and people feel like you're being unrealistic. And I say, good for you. Good for you, pile one. Because look at reality. Reality needs an adjustment here, I'm telling you, okay? People who think that it's about going with the status quo and lining up with the Matrix program, I think are going to start to really realize as time rolls out that that's just not going to work anymore. And I think you're a little bit ahead of the curve here. So I do see you getting some kind of opportunity. And I feel like travel might be connected to this, or it's a very new path for you to go down. It's a little risky, but I think that you're more excited and have more optimism about this possibility than you are feeling cautionary about it. And I do think you should go for it. It's the opening of a brand new chapter. For some of you, it is the opening of a brand new chapter. You're starting to actually write that book. You're actually sitting down and mapping out the storyline. You're developing the characters. You got the screenplay on lock. I mean, for some of you, it is along these lines, or I'm also seeing theater. Some of you might be doing some kind of theatrical performance. You might be landing a role. I heard Broadway. Okay, for some of you, yeah, Broadway. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, let's just go ahead and just get some more details here about sort of baseline energy of your level up. Look at this, Ace of Swords. I mean, you spoke some truth. You had the courage to speak some truth and act on some truth, and that's what's giving you this victory. This is a big level up for you. I think you spoke something into existence. People kind of like rolled their eyes at you like, yeah, right. Yeah, you're going to do that. Sure. And you're actually proving some people wrong. This is good. All right. So there's something that you really had to have a lot of courage to step into here. You'll see the big success come through this after you take that strong action with that Ace of Wands in the fall. You'll see it come to some kind of really successful culmination this winter. All right, so this is good. All right, you're not having to wait very long here. I like that. All right, so in alignment with your truth, spoke your truth, standing on business. It's looking good. Ooh, Judgment. Yes, big Libra energy. Okay, so you're like the comeback kid here. Others may have thought you were down for the count. They may have, called you quits, but you're rising to the challenge here. You're answering the call too. So there's some kind of important news coming in here. And I feel like whatever this is for you, it's got you celebrating. It's like it makes you feel full of life again. You feel like, yes, I knew it. I knew it. I knew I was making the right choice. I knew I was doing the right thing. I think there's a lot of points in this journey that you had to trust the vision. And you might have had a lot of dissension around you. You probably had a lot of naysayers or people that were just being difficult in general about your choices. But this is something that is landing in your favor with Judgment upright. Okay, so you balanced something out here. It looks good. I think you also laid some things to rest that should have been laid to rest a long time ago. And now it's freed you. You're ready for some life to be injected into your daily experiences. And I do see you answering some important call. I feel like it's some message that comes through. It's a call to action. And this is the seed of your level up. You definitely should go for this. It's something that's been lined up for you. All right, let's check it out. What is this level up for pile one here? What is the level up for pile one? What is the level up for pile one here, Spirit? What is this level up that's coming in for pile one? That all looks really good, I have to say. Ooh, landed right in my lap. What's this? Oh, okay. This is interesting. So there was something that you wished for in the past, and it was like no go. And you saw this as a big disappointment. You thought it was a big loss. 808 on the clock. It's actually this not turning out the way you wanted it to, or that you thought would be a source of wish fulfillment, that actually brings the real deal your way. Okay, so something didn't turn out quite the way you expected. Could be a Taurus involved in this situation. You could have been dealing with somebody who was particularly selfish, okay? Or somebody who knew that you were hoping that something would, come through, and they sort of played on that. A little egoic gratification here. This may have even been somebody that at one point you held in high esteem, like you thought highly of this person. You also thought that this person had a little bit more, soul to them. Yeah, there's something about, you feel like what they did here was like kind of soulless. Soulless. It was a real disappointment for you. Some of you really were hoping to solidify a relationship, a connection, or you wanted a certain position in association with your work. It didn't turn out the way you thought it would. It was a big disappointment. This actually works out in your favor. Let's see how it works out in your favor. Oh, there's a new beginning coming here. Do you see? So there's an opportunity that's about to be put in your hands, and it's up to you if you want to plant that seed and see how it'll grow. We already know that it offers a lot of potential, so I do suggest you go for it. It will take some work here, all right, but I don't think you're a stranger to that. And now is the time anyway with Pluto in Capricorn, so it's time to kind of pull ourselves up by the bootstraps, do what needs to be done. But this is a tangible new beginning in material reality here, right? There could be a Taurus involved in this, okay? Let's get some more details about this. Tell me about this. Why is this a good thing? Why is this the start of a level up? This hoped for outcome didn't turn out quite the way pile one thought it would, Spirit. In what way is this leveling them up? See, you would have stayed here wasting a lot of time. It's interesting. There's nothing here. 7 of Pentacles. You would have continued to invest your energy and you wouldn't have seen any payoff. And it's sort of like Spirit saying, this is good because there's some new beginning coming in here and it's a gift. It's a gift from above, a little as above, so below that will make your garden grow here, okay? It's a little divine intervention. So there is something coming in here that's going to give you so much personal fulfillment. It's much better than what you had your sights set on before, I have to say, right? And this couldn't come in otherwise. So it might take a little time for this to show up on the scene. You now got 3 of the aces. All you're missing is the Ace of Pentacles here, okay? Which I think is that call that's going to come in here. You'll probably see the full fruition of this and have that sort of like, whoa, you know, kind of moment where you recognize that Spirit has been all up in your business and orchestrating things just so. Because I feel like by the time you get to next summer, you're going to be looking back at what you thought would have been your wish fulfillment, and you're going to have a good laugh about it, I have to say, because where you end up landing, you're going to just see the brilliance in the design, you know? There's something that really does shift when you just trust the flow of your life, even if it seems a little disruptive. I find that, you know, when things kind of turn left, they're meant to go in that direction because you were veering too far right. So there's something here that really pours into you. But I see you reaching the full culmination of this next summer for timing with that, okay? Interesting. Okay, more details here. How is pile 1 going to be leveling up, Spirit? What's their next level up? The way these cards are landing. These are all upright, but these keep landing in reverse. It really wants to reiterate this to you for some reason. I think this pile might be feeling a little bummed because they really had their hearts set on a certain outcome. They were really hoping something was going to work out, but it looks like there might have been some kind of outside influence in this situation that derailed things. It caused you to sort of wait around too long for a particular ship to come in. But I have to say, you know, you never have to wait on anything. And maybe that's the lesson you needed to learn. Maybe that's why the Fool is getting activated for you right now. It's to remind you that life is short. You don't have time to wait around on people. You have to just go with the flow of your life. And if something's blocked to you, there might be another way to go that's much better here. We know that power is about to be put in your hands. And whatever this is, it has you celebrating something. It has you living up to what you said you would do or what you would achieve come winter time here. And there's also something that really fulfills your heart coming in by next summer. So you're doing something right here. It's just really reiterating that what is being left behind here, I think you might have had some resistance to it. This was not a dream that you released easily, pile 1. Let's just put it that way. But I think you're starting to come to the vantage point that you really were just wasting a lot of time. You could have sat here forever and it never would have worked out. There might have been something going on here too, where it was sort of planned that way as well. I do have this feeling like just with the Hierophant in reverse, coming in with the 9 of Cups in reverse, like somebody here may have been sort of like pulling a power play here by withholding their energy, withholding an opportunity, inviting you in on a project, or choosing, you know, to bring another person into your situation. This is a relationship you were dealing with. I'll have you know that that person is regretting that right now. They're regretting going in that direction. They're starting to understand why you pulled your energy away, why you chose not to invest in this particular direction. This individual isn't too happy about the route they went down. In one way, they thought it was going to be their level up. Oh, that's interesting. And then it's sort of like they signed on for some fool's gold. Okay, I get it. The grass was not greener. Some of you really needed to hear that. So that's why that needed to come through like that. You can trust this was not the right direction for you. It never would have worked out. And if you missed out on that coveted job opportunity or position that you thought you were shoo-in, you thought this was it for you. No, there's something else in the works here for you. And you'll be happy. You'll be happy that this didn't work out the way you thought it would. Yeah, look, it puts you in a position of personal empowerment here with the Queen of Wands, looking good, feeling good. I do see your next level up as you got a bit of a glow up kind of energy going on. Some of you may be getting that revenge body on. Or you might be doing something different with your whole appearance. I think you're feeling really good. Some of you are hitting those health goals. You wanted to lose, you wanted to lose 50 pounds. That just came in. You hit the mark. You're feeling really good. You're buying a new wardrobe. It came easier than you thought it would too. All right. Some of you are getting back out into the dating scene and you're having fun with it. I think you're having a good time here and I think you're enjoying your individuality. But I do see you stepping into your personal empowerment here. And this could be in connection with the fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, all right? Good energy there, good energy there. Okay, give me some more details. What is this kind of glow up energy about? Looking good, feeling good, health improvements here. Maybe getting out there, meeting people again, getting back to going out on some dates, opening up to the possibility or a flirtation coming in. I just heard getting invited out. Okay. You might be going and kind of getting everything sort of like, a little, a little zhuzhing going on. Yeah, I see you might be going to some kind of like celebration, some kind of party, some kind of gathering here. And I think you're going to see some people that you're really looking forward to seeing. There's possibly some healing here. This wanted to slip out. This could have been after there was a real, it's coming through as a very devastating experience. Something happened here. It was a really devastating experience, but I feel like you're getting to the other side of this, okay? And there's some kind of healing coming in. I feel like whatever came down, it came down because it was meant to. Like, it couldn't withstand the truth. And there could have been two involved in this. Like I said, this could have been a third party situation and there was disruption in the situation. You decided to opt out of this. I think you're going to get some news from this person. Okay, we got Page of Wands energy here. They're hoping for a revival, okay? This person is going to take a strong action pretty soon. They're hoping to revive the situation with you. They may have even ended a serious live-in relationship or gotten out of a marriage in order to be able to approach you. Because whatever this was, it was a big disappointment for them too. You may not know that. You see here? You see how the energy transforms? Okay? This is what's coming in and it's rising up out of this. Okay? So they just went through something. Some of them were partying a bit too much too. They got in some kind of trouble. They got into a car accident, I heard, DUI, something like that. They went through some recovery. They're starting to, see things differently. This person also might be in their amends process. Yeah, I see this. Look at Page of Cups here. See the fish in the cup. Yeah, there's sort of like you might not trust their approach because you had some difficulties with this person, but I do feel like what's coming through here is sincere, wanting to spark healing in a situation where there was some kind of disappointment. Again, you could be dealing with an Aries, you could be dealing with an Aquarius that's come out pretty strong, really strong Aries in this situation. We also have Scorpio, we have Sagittarius, and we have Pisces here, okay? All right, let's check this out. Okay, Any other details? Any other details of how pile one's going to be leveling up? I almost wanted to flip over, but it didn't. I think it's a sincere opportunity to heal things. It's going to be your choice if you go for it or not. I see you, maybe making peace, but I think you're moving on from this, and it's your level up. I think you changed your mind. Like there's some kind of transformation you've been through where something at one point, it maybe would have been your end all be all, but there's something about the way you were treated in a situation or what went down, just sort of going over the line of acceptability, that it really did call you to have to take a strong look at yourself and see how you had been kind of like wasting your own time and investing in something that wasn't equally invested in you. And it's sort of like the source of your empowerment here. And I think you feel like, I'm not so sure that I want to take this opportunity, because I feel like you're really in this place where you want to open up to the new. There's some like new sense of adventure here. I mean, I see you charging forward here with the conviction of your truth. And you've already cleared a lot of brush from your path. I think there might be a lot of suspicion here with this approach for you. And that has everything to do with what you've had to go through, how you've had to step up to the plate, and how you had to level up in being very discerning about what you will create space for in your life, what you will invest in. Okay? All I know is something that used to be a yes for you is a no. Okay? So what's on the other side of this? What's on the other side of this for pile one? What's this ultimately lead to, Spirit? I mean, I see they got the powers back in their hands. They're moving according to their truth. This is all really positive here. We got an Ace of Cups that'll come in and fill them up with some good loving next summer. So what is this in between? How is pile one going to be leveling up? Ooh, I like that. Okay. There you are again. You're really in your independent energy. You must have a lot of fire in your chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or you're really coming to learn about your fire. Maybe you got your mojo working for the first time in a long time. I have to say, you're embracing really independent energy. With the Emperor in reverse and the Hermit in reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse, you're not dealing with anybody who wants to control you at this time. You're feeling good. You're looking good. I feel like you got a lot going for you. I got kind of go-getter energy. There's some success coming your way. And there is something you're really going to be celebrating. It's some kind of personal success. You might be focused on more sort of like worldly success matters at this time, not so much focused on love. I think maybe you took some time out, like a long time out, to integrate a relationship where there were a lot of kind of loaded power dynamics in that situation. There was a lot of sneaky stuff that was going on too, okay? You may have just really wanted to pull your energy back because you felt like, I can't really trust people. And there's something about during that time, you really poured your energy into yourself instead. And it shows, and it's going to be the source of your level up here. You're not tolerating any of the sneaky ish anymore, though. I see that. Again, you could have been dealing with somebody very controlling. You could have been dealing with a Taurus that's come out multiple times. You could have been dealing with an Aries. You could have thought somebody was like your destiny, your North Node. This situation, it's not. You're getting a reroute. There's something you learned during this period of time where it feels like you sort of really had to go your own way. Some of you may have even felt ostracized or like you kind of got, pushed out of your social circle. You had to go rogue, man. And you really like kept your moves hidden too. I feel like you've been keeping your moves hidden because there's something you're about to bust out with here and it's going to blow people's minds. Okay. What is this? What is this big level up? What is this? Oh, you're acing out the competition in some way here. So I'm not saying you're competitive, but I'm saying whatever this is that you're achieving, it's something that a lot of people have quested for. You're still on the bottom there. Okay, what is this? What is this that pile one is securing here? What is this level up? Something coveted. A lot of people wanted this opportunity. The power is being put in your hands, okay? Oh, they're going to feel like you're like the dark horse coming up from behind. Nobody expected you to pull this off. A lot of people may think that you did something sneaky in order to gain this advantage. Yeah, because, you know, they were thinking you were in this position, like you were really debilitated here, that you were sort of like shut out from certain rooms, shut out from certain opportunities, shut out from certain social circles. They might have seen you as being really, like I said, down for the count, you know, not able to level up. All right, let's see. What is this? I like this. I like this energy. I think you're taking people by surprise. I like it. Ooh, look, it flipped up, middle of the deck. Look at that. This is what's going on, man. You got the Chariot with the Sun. This is your outcome right here. Okay, happiness. You're done being in the shadows. You're stepping into the light. Some of you are stepping into some kind of spotlight. It's your time to shine. There's big success here. Money's going to be looking good, but I also feel like where you're at inside, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, even physically, like big upgrade in health, in vitality. I think this is because you've been getting in a lot more movement. I also see you going places, okay? I see you going places with the Chariot there, bottom of the deck. Yeah, you've been working really hard on this. And at times it's been hard for you to keep that under wraps. It was 2727 when I went into that. So double nines there, 9918, triple nine. So I feel like it's been taking a long time to close out, but you gained a lot of spiritual knowledge from what you went through there. And you're no longer going to be operating in the dark. Something is really leveling up here. Huge success, lots of happiness, moving forward, empowered. You're no longer feeling divided anymore about which way should I go. You know where you're going, and you're going there fast, I have to say. A lot of success. Coven deck. You had been worried about security, but here you go. Here's this Ace of Pentacles. So it's interesting how that came in again. You're going to get an opportunity that will increase your security. This is a level up in your security. It's a level up financially. I do want to get sort of like an overarching theme card for you. What do I want to get? We're going to go ahead and get you a goddess card here. Look at that. Bottom of the deck, butterfly maiden. You are presently going through a transformation. You're just about to get your wings here. It says you are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. All right, let's check it out. Just one overarching theme card here for pile one and the way that they're going to be leveling up. Just one overarching theme card here for pile one to highlight how they will be going up to the next level. Goddess, in that goddess energy. Oh, okay, that wanted to slip out. We have Vesta, home. So it looks like your home life is going to be improving. You may move into a new home. There may be improvements at home. You may finally find that place where you belong. And it says your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. This is really good. So if you've been worried about your home situation, that's being ironed out. Again, it could be related to a positive move or something's moving within the home. There's some kind of movement within the position of the people in the home and sort of how they were seeing things, or there's a new way to work things out that works for everybody. Or there's something being switched around, something that's being renovated in the home that brings improvements in your situation. There could have been somebody in your home that was really sick too, and they're on the mend. So this is positive, and that's sort of like releasing the pressure valve after a long time of having some challenges there. It says with greed here, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. And we already know that you got the power in your hands here. So I do see you doing that. Okay, overarching theme of this level up for pile one. Overarching theme of this level up for pile one. Overarching theme, goddess. Here comes that spider. It's just a little baby spider. So you're just starting to weave your storyline for the next chapter here. You're just at the beginning stages. Okay, 3 came out and they all landed kind of across that palm. Oh, I love this. Okay, so you want to have some boundaries. This is important with Ishtar here, right? It says love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. So I do feel like there's going to be somebody that comes around that sort of wasted your time before. And if you do decide to, you know, allow this person back into your life, or you want to straighten some things out with them, get on, you know, a new footing with them, so to speak. I mean, I think most of you are going to choose to move away from that situation. Some of you may choose to move away from the troubles and to see what you can do about healing the situation, but I do feel boundaries will be needed. This person may want to sort of have all access to your time and energy, and you do need to take this one slowly, okay? So I'm just going to bring that in. You need to maintain your boundaries because there's still some things that you need to cleanse away here, and you'll be doing that cleansing work, especially emotionally, all the way up until next summer. I see that. You see, she's holding that Ace of Cups there, and there's the dove on the other side. There's some big healing of the heart and some fulfillment of the heart that comes in next summer. But until then, it is a time for cleansing, detoxification of your body and mind. So keep up with those health changes. If you've recently changed something, it's working great for you. Stick with it, all right? I feel like as long as you're getting in sort of like a wide variety of fruits and vegetables, I'm just noticing like the rainbow energy here. Full spectrum nutrition, okay? You got a couple references to color, especially Butterfly Maiden deals with color as well. So I feel like, you know, taste the rainbow. It's coming in like that. Get plenty of water. I also feel like being by bodies of water is very cleansing, healing for you. You might be taking a trip. That might be the trip you're going on. It's possible that when you're on this trip, you're by a large body of water. You may be meeting somebody there. You may be running into somebody there you're not expecting to see. That could be where this healing communication comes in. Interesting. Okay, that's coming in for some of you. But you see, you got a big level up here. We got Lakshmi, bright future. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. And she brings beauty, and she brings richness, and she brings spiritual wealth and material wealth. And look at that Ganesh energy in the backdrop there, removing all the obstacles from your path. So the road is opening. You are finding the way through. And that looks pretty good for you, I have to say, pile one. All right, I'm just going to clear these out of the way. And then we are going to take care of pile two, which was that Tarot of the Divine. I already shuffled these, so we'll see what you got on the bottom of your deck here. Pile two at 34:27 on the clock. 9 of Swords. Look at you, completely unbothered, while everybody else around you that stirred up this hornet's nest is still dealing with the fallout here. There's something you really rose above here. You rose above a fear and anxiety. I feel like this is something that was projected on you. Others expected you to be in this place of really like worried, fear, anxiety up in your head. And there's some kind of calm, cool confidence that you've achieved here. Some of you have taken up meditation. You've never done that before. It's brand new for you. You've hit up a yoga class. I'm seeing like Bikram yoga, like hot yoga. You didn't realize it could transform your mindset like that. You're really fascinated by it. This is coming in for somebody. You may even be thinking of becoming a yoga teacher. You might be looking into this. Some of your family members might think this is not the best career path choice. They might be more sort of traditional. I think it'll turn out great. I love it. Maybe you realize how much you've been helped by a particular holistic approach. You want to learn about it. You want to help other people. I think that's beautiful. I think that's beautiful. Yeah, there might be some people who don't understand your choice. They're kind of like stuck in their ways. I feel like it's family members or something that are telling you that's not, the way to go. They may have an idea about the kind of career you should have, but I think you should trust your heart. Yeah, you have a lot of options to explore here. So this is the first thing that's opening up for you. There's a lot of good stuff coming in here for you, and they're not just any options, like a lot of good options. I got this feeling like you're about to be sort of spoiled for choice here, pile 2. All right. And the only thing that could be difficult for you is you might be kind of like, maybe that's the reason why you're sort of like floating in that 9 of Swords. It's like, yeah, you're up at night, but you're up at night thinking about all these wonderful possibilities you have, and you're just not sure which opportunity you should take. I do feel like you can't have them all, okay? So I think there's this sense of being able to have your pick. But you're holding out for the real thing here with the 6 of Cups, a particularly magical connection with somebody that you feel is your soulmate. There's just an instant soul recognition with this character here. You got the Raven up there that lets me know this is a magical connection. Also, Raven is Libra in Native American birth totem astrology. So this could also be like a South Node matter. Like this could be somebody that you've been wanting to balance things out with for a long time. You've been thinking a lot on this matter. How do I balance this out? How do I work this out? How do I make this right and get some life back into this situation? You may be getting a really amazing opportunity coming in from a childhood friend too. This could be something in connection to a project they want to work with you on. Let's see what this is about. I think it's somebody you go way back with. All right, it's a little magical the way that this opportunity comes your way. Let's see what this is. We've got like some kind of opportunity coming in here. It looks like there's an opportunity for things to be balanced. I do see that Arctic fox energy there though, and foxes are about camouflage. So you may sort of feel like somebody's intentions aren't completely clear. Wow. And just as I said that, look what came out again. This might be why you're sort of waiting. I think we're looking at the basis of the matter. You're like, I don't know. That's a possibility, but there's lots of possibilities here. This energy is so interesting that's been coming in lately. I think people are seeing things a lot differently than they used to. You got some big money coming in here with the 10 of coins. You might be getting some kind of, I just heard grant or some kind of money gifted to you. This isn't something you would have to pay back. It could even be coming through like some kind of inheritance, or just somebody wants to invest in the work that you do. This could even be somebody that you're very close with. They've been keeping an eye on your work. They think you got the magic formula. They have disposable income. I just heard this. They want to expand your options and your possibilities. They see that you've been working really hard to make something happen, but also that you got a lot of stress. They think that they can help relieve some of that stress by giving you a bit of a financial level up here, I have to say. All right. What's this about? Give some more details. I do see you have a lot of opportunities here, and you're trying to make up your mind. And that landed on the opportunities. And it is in relation to love, okay? And there is somebody coming around here that you have an affinity with. You may be very different from each other. It's like opposites attract. There may even be something about this connection that is a little bit taboo, or it could be something that is forbidden, at least as your family sees it. They may have opposition to this coming together. But I think that you know who you want to make an offer to, or they know who they want to make an offer to, right? And you've already explored a lot of options, you know, and it keeps bringing you back to this same place. I feel like you're leveling up and finally cutting off the options. You've made a decision. You've made a decision about where your heart really lies. That's what I got. Strong indications in a love relationship. Like you could have had a lot of different options. There could have been a lot of different people interested in you. And you felt confused at one time, sort of like a kid in a candy store, you know, like, I want to sample it all. Maybe you did. I don't know. Maybe you did. No judgment, okay? But I think at the end of the day, you really realize, no, you know, I want something more than just that kind of like gratification in the moment. And I think who you have your heart set on, or who's coming towards you, there is some kind of family opposition. Like there were people that feel troubled by this coming together, I have to say. But it's meant to come together. And I do feel like it'll come together in the most magical way here. And it looks like it's an even give and take. Yeah, there was a trickster involved in your situation that was sort of pulling some funny business, throwing some daggers there. You know, somebody maybe you thought was a friend that was helping you out, but was actually kind of like causing some mischief behind the scenes there. Also, I feel like you may have been chasing your own tail a bit with that coyote medicine. There could have been some old stuff coming up. This could be a connection with somebody that you go back a ways with. You might have been doing a lot of review about this over the period of Mercury retrograde, just like looking back at a particular relationship and realizing the ways that, you know, you really kind of like duped yourself. I think you sort of gave your power away to somebody at one point, and then you realized that there's no need to have fear in a situation as long as you're able to really trust your own judgment. Because it's like where there's smoke, there's fire. You know what I'm saying? And you saw signs before. So I feel like I'm talking to somebody that you've had a lot of sort of like walls up around your heart. And you may have been really thinking about, well, what does love look like for me? Like, what kind of person do I want to be with? Or what would be like an ideal outcome in my relationship if you're currently going through some kind of challenge? Because it does look like there's been anxiety here. There's been some sleepless nights. There's been some stress. There's been, you know, somebody's had a lot of options here, hasn't been able to make up their mind. And they're finally like getting it together and they're making a choice. And part of what could have sent them sort of like on a wild goose chase away from the one that they knew they loved is that they had opposition to this. 44 on the clock, but this is meant to come together. Okay, we got Gemini energy here. All right, yeah. So I think you're finally getting brave. You're recognizing like there's never going to be any totally 100% safe space when it comes to giving your heart to another, you know, opening up to the experience of love. But you know yourself enough that if you see, you know, if you see smoke, you're going to know there's fire in the future. You're not just going to sit there and, you know, turn a blind eye to it. You overcame some like stuff that was hanging on from your past too. I feel like there's a little bit of shadow boxing there, but you've gotten beyond this. And it looks like now you're making a choice in love, or somebody is choosing you and you're saying yes. It looks like you're saying yes. Somebody is accepting this cup. It feels like a soulmate situation here. You're moving beyond the worries, the stress, the anxiety. Oh yeah, you got love here. Look at this. Ace of Cups. Okay, so you're receiving some love here. This is beautiful. Somebody's finally pouring into you. I feel like you poured a lot into somebody at one point. That might have been why you pulled away from the connection, because you just felt it wasn't balanced. Look what it is now, though. It's moving up to the 10 of Cups. You did have some interference, I have to say. I do feel there are still some options around the situation that are feeling a little bitter about seeing this come into alignment. But this is coming in for you. This looks really beautiful. Again, with the Ace of Cups, with timing, the Ace of Cups is related to the summer season. So this is either somebody that you either recently heard from or about to hear from, or this won't be coming into full fruition. You know, it's like a bit of a storyline needs to play out. This might not come into full fruition until next summer, but there is a beginning here. I feel like it begins here. Do you see? It's like here. They may even give you flowers. You may receive some gift of flowers. Somebody may be sending flowers your way. Maybe that's something you always wanted, you didn't receive. I can apply if you're a man too. Men like to get flowers as well, ladies, I have to say. Okay. Anything else here for pile 2? It looks like your level up is in love. You're finally making a choice in love. And somebody's taking the risk to open their heart. They took a long time to prepare themselves to do this. Yeah, this is a love story. 2 of Cups. This is a love story. Look at that. Look at the imagery. There's that like Beauty and the Beast imagery coming through here, okay? You're opposites, but opposites attract here, okay? You're different from each other. You may come from different social sort of circles. You may come from different cultural backgrounds. You may have different religious beliefs. You may just look really different, you know, like what are those two doing with each other? But I feel like there's something about the two of you coming together that's super dynamic. I have to bring it in because it's coming in. Some of you may be, you know, coming out of the closet, and you're not going to hide something from your family anymore or your loved ones out of fear of judgment. I think you held in the anxiety and the fear around coming out about this long enough, and you're freeing yourself from this, and good for you. You know, you have a right to love who you love. That's the truth. Queen of Swords. I think you did have to cut off a lot of nonsense. You had to get to a point where you realized that you had to live by your truth. You don't want to hide anymore, okay? And that applies in all respects, okay? It doesn't just apply to coming out of the closet. I feel like whatever this is in terms of this love relationship, it is a bit like coming out. And I'm saying that because in some way there's opposition around this union, okay? There's judgment about it. It worries friends or family. It's not the type of person they think you should be involved with, or there's exes or, you know, people that were lovers on the side that have been cut off that have a problem with this coming together, you know. In some way there's opposition here, okay? And so to fully own it and show up in it and represent it, it's a big deal, right? It's a big deal. But I think you're standing in your truth here. Ooh, I'm seeing some heads there. I'm seeing some heads there. So some heads have rolled. Okay. I think it's been a bit off with their heads. I do see you delivering some harsh truth to people who have a problem with who you love. Okay. You could be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Gemini came in pretty strong here. Um, you could be dealing with an air sign energy. I also feel like you're done with the past. You're putting the past firmly behind you. You're calling it good and you're moving toward the future. And this is, I love the energy of this Queen of Swords. Just very, very focused on living by your truth here and not afraid to show up and represent it. It's really a beautiful energy. Okay, any further details here for pile 2? You all got a love story going on. You got a love story going on here. Any other details here for pile 2 about how they're going to level up? So it looks like your love life is really leveling up. And you're leveling up in your spiritual growth because you're not allowing the power to, choose your course in life to be dictated by others. Yeah. Look at this hangman energy. Okay. There's something you learned as you took a time out to get a different perspective about a situation. And during that time, you did a lot of manifestation. You see the way the hands are held here, you're drawing down the energy and you're rooting it. And there's something that's blooming here. It's really beautiful. Pisces energy, there's something that probably came in with the full moon for you, but we do have alignment here with the Four of Wands. Some of you may even be officially tying the knot, receiving a proposal, moving in with each other, having some kind of celebration in your connection as well. I can see vow renewals as well for those who are already married. And this could simply be just coming together in that spirit of really feeling like, yeah, this is who I belong with. And it's beautiful. And why did we wait so long? Okay, so there's a celebration here in love. Big level up. It looks like home life will be good too. There's somebody that you're celebrating this coming together with. Let's do a cut of the deck here. That's the Judgment. A lot of you could be dealing with a Libra, I have to say. And what turned this situation around is that somebody got out of their ego and they got to the heart of what matters. And because this transformation is taking place, it's allowing the sun to shine through, happiness to come in here. Yeah, they realized that they were sabotaging themselves. And in understanding the ways that they were sabotaging themselves, they were able to sort of like get over that, get to the other side of that. So do look for a transformation of a karmic cycle in love. You're not going to be going through the same thing over and over again. There's getting on the same page with somebody. That's coming in for a lot of you. If you've been in a relationship but it's been really challenging, you're finding your way through to happiness. You're sort of like you're sort of starting fresh. That's what I got. And if you are meeting somebody entirely new, this has soulmate vibes all over it. You may experience a little bit of opposition from loved ones, but I see you sticking to your guns and it really pays off. There's a real beautiful celebration here. Okay, I want to give you an overarching theme. So I think I'm going to pull out these cards right here, my oracle cards that are blending in the Sacred Rebels cards. And yes, the underworld where all things pause and begin again. So I feel like you're just starting to move out of this energy. Hidden talents, right? Just as a side note, you may have some kind of hidden talent that you've been shy about sharing. It's time to bring it forward. I heard some of you are singers and you've been shy about sharing your voice. It's time to bring it forward. Maybe you're coming together with a musician too. Interesting. This could be your lover. Maybe you're kind of more, sort of straight-laced and they're a little bit wild, more rebellious. You're a musician type. Maybe you are coming together with a musician who's sort of like, they've had their time playing the field, dealing with the groupies. They're ready to finally, make it official with you. I feel whatever that looks like, what official is to people is different, for everyone. For some, yeah, that looks like marriage. For others, it's, just really being represented. Like this is the person I've chosen to be with. I feel like options are being cut off in this situation, okay? And a little side note, you have some hidden talent you're meant to bring forward here. And this lover may be part of pulling that out of you or giving you the confidence to share that, or that's something that comes through in your connection. Yeah, I think that you are accepting what's come to an end with Lady de los Muertos, right? You're celebrating the end of a cycle. Again, this says acceptance and equality. So yes, there are some of you who could be coming out of the closet, or you could be dealing with a loved one who's coming out of the closet. And this helps you understand a lot that sort of went awry in your relationship. There's some kind of healing here, okay? And there's celebration on the other side. I would say look for this really to come to a head right around that time of Samhain, Halloween, Dias de los Muertos, all right? So right at the tail end of October, November, I feel like this will be coming in. Overarching theme for pile 2 about how they're leveling up. We know they're leveling up in love. That looks good. Mutual appreciation and a connection. For those of you that are in a process of leaving a relationship, I think that who you're about to come into alignment with may break the mold of your usual type. But there's something here that's really beautiful and enduring, okay? Looks really good. I definitely can see reunion vibes, all right? For those who have had somebody on their mind for a long time, but like your family has opposition, or there's friends who judge or something. Looks like it turns out really well. Okay. You have some advice here from the Sacred Rebels. Look at this. Empress energy. Okay. 3, inspiration. So yes, there's a lot that's going to come to bloom here for you. And just bringing in the piece about that hidden talent, because I do feel this is like sort of bouncing off of that, where you've been a little shy about sharing the hidden talent you have, whatever it is. You're meant to bring it forward. This is going to shine some kind of spotlight on you. And you're actually going to come into contact with a whole new network of people. You may even be going into production on something, I have to say. This could be some kind of, music production or film production, something like this. You have some creative gift that you're meant to put out there. You've been shy about it. It's time to go with the inspiration. You'll be surprised how quickly word spreads. I see just like a lot of networking here, a lot of growth, a lot coming to bloom in your life. And this is big, Empress energy. So again, you could be dealing with a Libra. You could be dealing with a Taurus in this regard, okay? Look for something to come in right after the Libra Ring of Fire solar eclipse on October 2nd. The day after that, when the new moon is in the light building phase, I feel like this is illuminated for you, okay? And there's something that'll really come to fruition with this that gets things moving by October 17th with the Libra Hunter's Moon. You're going to see your network greatly expand. So where you've been putting energy into something that requires networking, whether that's within a community or online, I see that really taking off. Cut the deck here. You don't see the future yet, so you don't know what's in store. But right now, all you need to do is trust in the perfection of your life, because beautiful, enduring things are about to grow for you.